And we're kind of back to the energy feeling, what the fuck is this kind of energy? I'm going to stick with the same decks that I use next week for my oils and oracle reading. Did I say last week or next week? Did I use last week? Anyway, which is the Earthen Soul Oracle and the Rose Oracle. So I actually picked my intuitive blend yesterday because we were away for a few days and I wanted to kind of recalibrate us in the house. So the first oil that came up is Balance, which you all know if you've been watching these. I actually keep a balance at my desk. I'm just going to smudge myself too and just kind of let this go because this energy is really weird. Like there's so much going on in the world, and there just needs to be peace and grace and ease. See, it's still burning behind me. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's do this. So, yes, Balance is the oil of grounding. So how I like to use it, I've shared this before, is typically I put it on my wrists and then I will put it on the back of my neck. And I also put it at the base of my spine. Your spine is powerful for putting oils on too, because it goes to all the areas of your body. So the blend that I came up with last night was Balance, Cilantro, which is the oil of releasing control, Abode, which I'm going to admit I don't use very often. It is a beautiful smelling oil. What oils are in here? We've got lime, we've got Litsea, cassia, lemon eucalyptus, tea tree, aravite, cilantro, lavender, and lemon myrtle. It is a really powerful oil for cleansing as well. So it is the oil of accountability, which I can see where that for myself is coming up. And then we've got peppermint, which is the oil of a buoyant heart. So the other oil thing I'm going to share with you is I just picked up my order. Let me put this back on so you can get the full effect. So I ordered the Blooming Trio. It may not focus. So it includes jasmine, which is the oil of sexual purity and balance. So goes right along with balance. Neroli, which is shared purpose and partnership. Oh, these are cute. These are really super cute. So we've got jasmine, neroli, and gardenia. Isn't that cute? So it did come with a little keychain. So I guess if you want to carry just one. My reason for getting this though is, and this is kind of an awareness thing that I'm going to share. So my job is, something on the floor. So within my job, pretty much from point A to point B in my day, it is like I'm go, go, go. And I'm in the doing mode. So I'm more on the masculine side of the body in the doing. Whereas the feminine side, which is the left side, is, being. So just being in the moment. When I was away for a few days and I was just in the moment. We were out of cell service, which was beautiful. You don't realize how much you gravitate back to that when you have it all the time. So I was very much in my being. When I'm in my work mode, I am totally in my doing. And what I've noticed is I also work in an industry that is a bit more male energy dominated. It used to be a way more men than women in the plumbing and heating industry. But there's a beautiful balance now. There's still a lot more men in the field. I am grateful for all the guys that I work with. They are great. I put pressure on myself. When I get in that doing and I think of you need to do this and you need to do that, it's so easy to overwhelm yourself, even when you have time to do it. It's really, really easy to overwhelm. So this is what I saw, this kit, and this kit is coming to work with me because florals, right? If you think of florals and feminine energy, they help bring us back to this side so we can get balance. And that's the whole idea of this week. Balance. We want grounding. Gardenia I have never smelled before. Oh my God. Oh my God, it smells like candy. Oh, it is just delightful. Okay. Without a doubt, I am so glad that I bought this for, it's literally going to sit beside me at work. So when I feel like I'm in that doing mode and I can't bring myself out of it, this is what I'm going to definitely reach for. And it's going to just, jasmine smells so good too. And it's just going to help balance me. Oh, I love jasmine too. So if you're looking for a beautiful kit to help balance your feminine energy with your masculine energy, I highly recommend picking this up and also grabbing a balance as well. So, all right, let's jump into the cards. So the Earthen Soul Oracle. If you want to come up, there you go. Cool. So Earthen Soul Oracle, we got Reevaluate. It looks like some shrooms there. Beautiful card. And now for the Rose Oracle deck. Yeah, reevaluate how you're spending your morning, how you're spending your evening. That's exactly what's coming up for me. So I'm just going to read through. Reevaluate goes with accountability, which was Abode. Yeah. So we're gonna go with this blend for this week and see how we can shift some things. Reevaluate is right after overthinking. Isn't that like perfection right there? It is time to take a look around and reevaluate the people in your life, the job you're currently working, the environment you are in, or even your intimate relationship. As you hold on to these for sentimental reasons and uphold a positive outlook, sometimes it creates an illusion to reality. It is time to take a step back and reevaluate it, which I find this super, super fascinating because, as I just said, when I was explaining why I bought this trio, I find when I'm in my doing mode at work, it causes me to overthink. It causes me it pushes me into worry. It pushes me into fear only because I'm doing scheduling and we'll get an emergency that comes in. And sometimes I can have the day perfectly planned out for the next day and it doesn't go as planned. I've had days where I've had everything planned out for everyone and it totally turns upside down for everyone. And so then that means, rescheduling, calling people. Thankfully, people are very understanding when you talk about emergency situations, because if they are ever an emergency, they want to embrace that you would do something for them too, right? So sometimes it can cause a cog in the wheel is exactly what just came to my mind. And I don't even know what a cog in the wheel is. So what I think of when I hear that is like a wagon wheel and something going in it, and then it can't spin. Staying in the flow of life. So yes, this is great. Ask yourself these questions. Do they serve my purpose and do they make me happy? Do they allow me to move forward while accepting me for who I am? Toxicity can silently build up without you knowing right away until it gets to be too much. Are you holding on to that toxicity for sentimental reasons? The thought of eliminating toxicity can be hard due to those sentimental attachments. However, when you become open to cleansing yourself from that negativity, you allow yourself to be open for brighter and bigger opportunities. Take some time to reevaluate. So that's amazing. That is amazing. That is completely in line with what came up with my oils yesterday too. So oh gosh. All right. We've got a few. The Rose Oracle likes to share. So I had two jump out like this and one jump out like this. So this one, I love energy. I love how this works. Okay, the one that was upside down, open, say yes, expand through the extremes and trust life. So for me, for example, I know where I'm also expanding through the extremes and trusting life. Yeah. Do I want to? No, I don't want to jinx anything. We got some good news last week that is outside of me. And this is also with reevaluate, trusting. There's a lot of things that are without my, not within my control, which I think that's why cilantro came up again. And so it's just trusting that everything is as it's meant to be, and everything's flowing as it is meant to be. So say yes, expand through the extremes, and trust life. The other one that came up is morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. And quite honestly, that is what I felt when I looked up the meaning for abode, because I don't use it very much. And when I saw it was accountability, it's like, yes, you need to be more accountable for you, 100%. To be totally honest, the past almost 3 years, it'd be 3 years in October, I have been on, let's just call it that, for home care, wound care, doctor's appointments. Like, my mind is just, and it was really activated when I got that phone call that my husband had fallen. And since that moment, like, it's something that it's not easy to just, I don't know if it's let go of or forget, or it's not let go, it's not forget. I mean, it happened, and it caused a lot of like fight or flight response in my body, which is why now the only thing that rings is my watch. My phone is silent. It's interesting how these things can compound and affect. Some things are positive, some things are negative. So this one is the Temple of the Rose, Ancient Power, Expression, Activation, and Scarlet Codes. How this week feels for me, and really and truly it's just another week, but how it feels for me is truly coming home to me and figuring out what that is. Because I used to say, go back to before 2020, but there is no going back. We can't go back, right? And I am definitely not the same person I was in the beginning of 2020. Definitely. I'm not the same person I was in 2021 or 2022. None of us are. So there's nothing to go back to. We need to keep evolving and keep moving forward. So I hope this has helped in some way. I'm really enjoying sharing these oracle, oil and oracle messages. And you can see how they all intertwine together. It's freaking, like, it's almost mind-blowing to me how energy works. It's mind-blowing, and I'm also beyond grateful, like absolutely beyond grateful. So I am excited to take this back with me to work. And yeah, when I feel that I'm in that doing and I need to sink back into the being, we're going to get some floral oils on. And I've got 3 options, which is great. So if you have balance, get your balance on. I showed you where I like to put it. You can also put it on the bottoms of your feet. I don't recommend using the bottle on the bottom of your feet. Use your finger because you don't want to contaminate it. But yes, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good week. We're going to shift the energy.